to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from iron-based life to silicon-based life to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no posses. Hola, worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher, nor am I some pastor or preacher. Was released to represent with this passion to speak of. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs, realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment, and they're framing it to us as innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening, and I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Nah, come on. You almost there, bro. You almost there. Survive. Here we go. What's up?
I do it die for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide down. Blue sky but high ground. A crown slash helmet, so my aircraft still spit. Can't be tied down or even seatbelted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the Jesus melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off of some ices and veil shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, just a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit. To a fly zone, haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still hand, but with Hiller man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Turtle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more than scamper. Need more than scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bra. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dated space AC, y'all. Buster stuck in the case, face face off. Actor shape the state is a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A crystal Caroline's what your fans get. Your words and pearls what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the block. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich. And then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. I don't want to go for the present. I go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas in practice can't stand me. You niggas that know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Mostly black people, I'm talking to you.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all? Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, but the earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the shine spot. Third eye game cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, and got scope on you pilgrims. The scope with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, and blasting the fact that blood, we gon' have this real show. Warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, placate or rage. This is played out. Who's of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor. Should have been prayed out. The draft is on, focus no issue. Could've loaded in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. It's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, but the earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech, yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me, stand on 2 feet or jump the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence, mostly disguised compliance, silence by guidance from conspiring to novice, other aspirants of violence, terrorists of fire, trying to giants to hide. I'm trying to fight. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, squares, groupies, and hymen. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm non-pliant. My refinement and confinement and requirements for this climate. Y'all push all the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul they don't possess. Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big Mom says come full circle, so vacate the premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. It's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, or Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. It's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. I'll teach you up.
In my music, and in a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. It's time to change, got a bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late. Apologetic claim. You wrapped in a coca flame, my God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the better with justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Theracone. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protected servers. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. No, I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand or kneels too late when the caps get pills. Don't believe it till you see type. Born hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight. From above, I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride the night. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' rid them all, so go past the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped. And I got so much more to say. I want peace. It seems that war is coming. I want to feast, yet I can't seem to stomach. I want increase, but in this dream things plummet. So I summon from within. Angels and demons like Dan Brown. If you angling and scheming, stand down. It's arranged scenes, man, scripted, planned out, strange. We understand now how they ran the damn town. Came on land, handed out books, scriptural to literal. But if you question it, they got rid of you. Democrat, Republic, conservative, liberal. Who's ever tuned you, same party you attend is political. It's clear they rather have you vote the clear way. Controls the confusion, using a cavalier sway. Conspiracy theories get them for fear's sake. Most what they call history's merely hearsay. You offer salat or pray to them we'll pray. Since a lot of y'all woke, then let's hope this year make the year for a clear break. Angels language, devil's dialogue, anguish used to keep us languid within the tankage. Aim is to ensure we remain in language, brainless with no heart, cowards framed in anguish. This pain is tameless. I've earned the right to set ablaze the day and burn the night. I'm not an L-bait or day, nor bright burn, but I burn bright. Yearn to fight the lion, done learn to write. What you feed the mind determines the appetite. Vibrate at my highest interference to the satellite. Like I've been little my whole life.
Had to fight, got foreigners and aliens in my battle site. I'm more Anazazi than Nazarite. Most you bloggers are babblers and acolytes. Now they y'all acting like society's in an uproar. Our people still bickering amongst each other as if the world isn't listening. Division is the tradition. I'm using supreme mathematics, subtraction and addition. Thing between Ukraine and Russia, some are still enlisted. It's fictitious corporations, armed forces, and its mission. Not problem solving, but multiplying. Issues in a cult-like fashion. People in bulk dying instead of us unifying. You rather talk slick through an iPhone screen. Disrespectful with the comments with our own memes. Mentality, reality, you cry, moan, scream. Personalities of a Mach 5 drone or clone beam. Wait till y'all out with this next cyclone bring. The Queen Mother's throne king. I'm more enlightened now that I've dropped you. This might shock you, then again it might not. Yet I opt you. You move like how a cock do. I will think outside the box you to stop you. What's a savage to the sacred? You like average, basic. Need more than your tablet and apps to combat with this creative. Deflate the hatred. I give love. If it's not reciprocated, no love lost. Straight my natural state is, and I'm not yet in my prime, y'all. This rhyme's called Angel's Language, Devil's Dialogue. You hit a firewall. The final call, it's your time to fall, my lighter, blind them all. Let's not I be single with no further ado. I bring to you, live and direct, myself, tired as son, Kingo, doing my thing too. So, just know, I remember everything. And I'm coming for anything they owe. For sure. I teach you up.
What's going on, guys? Oh, Pedro Alfonso. Good police. He's retired, been law detective. He deals with Bronx gang squads in New York. Good friend of mine, good drinking buddy of mine when I was studying law. Studying to become a nurse in Jersey, or medicine, whatever you want to call it. Let me, my apologies, I know y'all can't. I gotta get this live in. I gotta run out and grab all this stuff so I can. It's gonna be a long day of me working. Whole day of me working on this thing. When I told y'all when they gave me that clonazepam, it was through Montefiore, piece of shit hospital with piece of shit doctors usual. And in the Bronx, James J. Peters, VA Medical Center. Yelena Ponomarenko, MD, PhD, U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. Primary care physician. You know, it's funny, I come way over here and you get these old slack jaw, you know, where they like to murder and do all the satanic goofy shit. They don't even give you primary care physician over here. Which one you want? It's the dumbest ass Department of Veteran Affairs I've ever seen. They're liars, they're full of shit. And you know, the worst part, some of them aren't even Zionists or this, that, and other. They're just goofies who follow and listen to everybody. Here's some of the people when I used to work at New York Veterans. I had a room in there, but I had my apartment as well. But when I worked there, I didn't like, you know, if I had a drink or something like that with the guys or whatever, I wasn't going to walk or drive or travel to where I lived at, which was a little ways away from there. So I had a room I could stay at. My girl used to come by and hang out in the room. We watched videos and cook because I was able to cook right there and I could use the kitchen, you know. And I think about all these people: John Laguna, you know, Michael Fennell, Cypress Rodriguez. There's so many others. Laguna passed away 5-6 years ago. Somebody said it may have been he might have slipped up and started using dope again. I don't know. I wasn't there. Master Move's brother, you know, Antonio Glenn, lived across the street from me. Good brother right there. See that? Real good brother. Master Move, you know, Black Diva magazine. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay. Well, if you don't. And then Kenny Wells, a good Vietnam, he was a good brother of mine, Vietnam veteran. He was another one, newer veterans. And you know, you have Elizabeth Johnson, investigator. Like if I want to reach out about law, I want to reach out, and I don't really want to do the work. I have a plethora of individuals, like they have people they pay for who are going to do all the grimy, dirty stuff. Me, I'm going to legitimately reach out with their system and their people who knows their shit, who fight against idiots. Even this Army girl, the last 20-year war, was an officer. She's one of the go-tos to help people get their percentages and stuff like that. I have all this information. This beautiful sister, I thought she had passed away, but she reached out to me and let me know she was all right. Thias Hockaday, violinist, pianist, music lessons. She taught school. Beautiful woman. She lived two stories over me. And we used to hang out, party, and laugh and joke. She's been in a wheelchair for a long time. I've been attempting to tell her things that may help her, you know, get out of it. But, you know, it's New York. When the poison hits you, the poison hits you. Carmen J. Cruz. Let me turn this. I want to turn this notification off, but it's on, so it's on. Remember I told y'all about collectibles by Armada, Marvel, DCs, and all that? Is this place 3023 3rd Ave, Bronx, New York? Like, I've been into all this stuff, which a lot of you are all part of, for a long, long time, you know? And J.N. Mason Agency, Inc. Well, they were crooked-ass Puerto Ricans. But anyway, all that was just to let me break my way in, because I'm pretty angry. But not in a way that's steeped in feelings and emotions. I kind of move beyond that. I'm going to shout you out here in a minute. So I have my thoughts clear. You know, look at the people who own the water, who they think they've convinced everybody in a lie that they own the water. Gates, well, you know, Nestle and all those individuals. The very ones that are not just putting fluoride, but all kind of glyphosate, all kind of chemicals, put it in PFAS. And I call this, this is a young cat that was running this company. I haven't talked to him since I was on the res, but it says BPA free, right? And it's not BPA free. They will do anything to lie. All right. Is there ways to clean the PFAS? Of course there is. Is it lucrative? No, it costs. You know, you look at all these fake, worthless politicians who have been bought and paid for. They get to see different doctors than you. And they get to get blood transfusions, cleaning, you know, all kind of things you just don't get. Even though they're morbidly, mentally diseased, like sick. I was talking to my grandmother before she passed, right? And when I was in East Orange, I went over to my Aunt Joe's house, and over there in Oranges, I think it's South Orange, whatever. And I remember I saying, "Ma, when you were coming up, how old did our people live?" She said, "A lot of them over 100, you know, 120, all kind of stuff." I said, "Anybody ever pass away? Like, you know, my papa and all of them, you know?" And he said, "No, they were murdered. There's a difference. You know, we had a few people in our family who were murdered, you know, usually by the same damn people you want to call family." And today, you got to look to Germany. You got to look to Switzerland. You got to look to Japan and all these places that are eating fermented soy and vegetables out the yang, where ain't nobody flying over and spraying with all these chemicals like these individuals here. And then you wonder why you have all the ailments you have. Every ailment you have can be healed. Your life can be prolonged, longevity. Why is it that nobody could see what was being done to them? Why is it that some of y'all still buy garbage ass fast food or chocolate, potato chips? And there are people out there who are doing real research and showing you that most of those energy drinks are killing people. They even got a new one out. I forget the name of it. Something, a genie, whatever. And it's causing people to feel like they're having strokes and heart attacks. And when you look at it all, yesterday when my travels back, I do this thing where I bring the heat up from the ground. And people always doubt it. I remember on the res when it happened. I remember out in Page when it happened. You know, smoke coming from the ground and then a fire coming from out. And yesterday when I was coming back, Well, I'm always hanging my arm out the window doing that very same thing. I don't mind saying it. You can see fire literally coming from under the ground, not coming from nowhere else, smoke. So I just mention it. You know, I think people are paying attention. It always lets me know that people really don't listen and pay attention. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, there's no magic. There's no mysticism. Mysticism is a further way to say you just don't know. It's a secret. Or I've done something that you have no idea about. Or you're complicit in creating. I go up in Dollar General to grab some water. I'm storing little pieces out here. And there's a black caravan. And two idiots sitting up in there, you know, men in black, whatever the fuck. And so I pointed, I'm looking at them like, what the, are y'all that stupid? No, they may be looking for some of the homeless people that do meth, because meth is still a thing. But I'm watching and I can see more than they can imagine. While I'm in there, I look out the window and I look over at them. I says, what the? And I was kind of boisterous. And then they pull out, you know, looking. I'm looking at I don't bat an eye. I don't give a damn. And, you know, I don't care, actually. I wouldn't care if it was a million looking. And then I had a confirmation from a good friend of mine in Germany. Not on my damn cell phone, I'm not going to mention how. Because I asked him, are most of those police, because some of them look Arab. He says, no, a lot of them are Jews. No wonder they're doing what they're doing and acting away. Because if the real German people knew the truth of history, and that's changed right before your eyes over the last 67 years, they would stop being so docile and because of tourism and everything else, because they saw a lot of totalitarian buildings like St. Petersburg, Russia, and a lot of other places, Spain. I've been to them, I watched them, look at the dates and everything. Well, what we think are dates are not dates. Anyway, so they're just being very obtrusive and destructive, and they're putting the big dogs out, you know? And I sit here and I say, prove to me that fear tactics is not what suppresses y'all. Besides the chemicals. I remember when I mentioned it, nobody knew it. You know, because I was getting good chops, you know, steaks from New Zealand and Australia. And come to find out, somebody let me know that they're shooting the shit up with Bavaria. So I looked that up and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And Bill Gates, Fauci, with all those children that he murdered, creating AIDS and everything, cancer. And y'all have the audacity and nerve to look down on one another, to dismiss it like it's a write-off. I told you I ain't here to stop shit. Balance is very important. It's going to happen with or without me. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to give some of you a chance to see if y'all are part of that balance. But I can honestly say today, a lot of you aren't. I'm not saying that'd be discriminatory, mad, or angry, or throw you under a bus or whatever. I'm none of that. The idiots who are partaking in it, they think they're going to have an easy ride. Well, I would like for them to actually study Cambodia, the Khmer Rouge, North Vietnamese. I would like them to study the deeper parts of the resonance of history, to which design is probably hid in Germany. The Bolsheviks, I've got a lot to read a PDF about them one day. And it's staggering. First of all, Trump is putting the National Guard out there to quell crime when crime is really down. There's nothing legal about that. The fact that most of your mayors and all of them don't respect the Constitution. There's a handful of sheriffs that literally do, thank goodness. There's a handful of good police officers who walk the line, the fine line between sane and insanity, who have made a choice and they have made it for the right direction. And there are plenty of them. It's not just one or two, one hand or two hand. It's a lot of them. Y'all now know who censors everything on your soil, your ancestral republic, who has created this fallacy. It's funny how you can groom, and I already proved that it can be done, even by mentioning if I was to do a test with 1,000 children on an island, teaching them that black is red and red is black, y'all know, I could bring war on based on that alone. Even by having people, agents who work with me to murder a few people and pin it on another group of people like they did with Ukraine and Russia, with Zelensky knowing it with his homosexual self. Just like North Korea's leader is a faggot. I don't know what word to use. Is it ABCDs? I don't know. I'm old school. I still use gay and faggot. And faggot back then, they used that themselves. I don't know. So I'm not saying it to be demeaning to the ABCD QMFP 5G fucking people. Anyway. When you have no morals, what do you think you're going to accomplish? When you're part of a bigger play, a plan, you've got your seat, your ticket. I got my golden ticket, you know, Willy Wonka and the chocolate, you know, chocolate factory. I got my golden ticket, you know. How do you get people not to come together? Is it the fear tactics? Is it the chemicals, the food poisoning? Is it the misrepresentation by those who will falsely lead you to make you feel good like something was getting done when nothing at all was getting done because it's all smoke screen? Candace Owens to me is a smoke screen. All the conservative, the Hodge twins, deception. Alex Jones, deception, smoke screen. Joe Rogan, smoke screen. Sean Ryan, I respect the brother. I like what he's doing, the information he's put out there. He's conflicted. You know, when you're special forces, you're CIA contractor, and you did all these things, and then you create this magnificent podcast that's very informative, and you found Christ. Was supposed to be here, but the Most High, God presence in the physical. I was looking for God, and I looked in the mirror, and I was pissed off, and the mirror said, you're looking for God. You look in the mirror, and you see, but you dismiss God because you allowed an enemy to tell you what God is. Last night, I was sitting there, and something from the middle of the room flew into my mouth, and I coughed and choked down there. Like something threw something in my mouth. I'm not playing, wasn't a bug. And I coughed my ass, so I was like, well, I know T heard that. I was like, oh. And I coughed a few more times to get it out, and it wouldn't happen. And then I have half an empty pill laying on my, but I got my magnesium out, you know, because I always take it at night. And I remember, okay, there was one empty in there. But I'm like, I grabbed 3. There was bright light in there. I wasn't, TV was, I don't know what I had it on. I'm supposed to put it on one of these philosophical Hindu guys who's really good. I like him. I've shared some of his stuff before. No name needed. You look it up until you come across something. He's all over Instagram, FlickFlock, and everywhere else. Just like Shahid, the Muslim German-Irish guy. And I listened to them. Mark Twain's readings, of course, Manny P. Hall and Albert Pike. I know Mason, Zionist, but I still listen to Albert Pike because he did work with my heritage, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, to bring kind of a peace, but also to stop murdering the people coming off the boat because we were killing as many of them as we could. That's right. You came off that boat, you came down south, we'd kill you. Absolutely. Digging up our mounds, digging up the giants, sending them to the Smithsonian. Billions of artifacts hidden by these bastards controlled by Zionists who murdered the French guy who wanted to share it with the world, and then his nephew they killed as well. My Telegram is my name. I'm going to show it one more time. All right. I'm gonna show it one more time. It's there. I actually went on my other phone that doesn't work, but I can reach out and touch people. I have 3 of them. I'm gonna show you again. All right. So Olmec, Nice, Subicon, Kiramil, we all talk on here. Kerry Davis is on here. International Observance, Tamias, Toby, Jay, Tola Cherokee. There's a lot of my boy Sean Brandt, Jaguar Son, my cousin Lonnie, Jamil, all of them, Xavier Knox. There are a ton of people over here. This is my account. If you put it in, it's got my face. Okay? I am there. Trust me. Bugs, man. Get on my nerves. So, one online, somebody else is on it. This is me with some videos and stuff with my old phone number, okay? And you can see my picture first, okay? That's the picture on Telegram, because people saying I'm there and everybody's finding me just fine. That is it. Just James Branch. No Lucifer, no Charles, no Chuck, no Da, no Nick, Orion Nixa, none of that Yiddish shit. None. That's it. It's me. Glyphosate. Indichrome, and glyphosate's not the only one. Guar gum, all those different gums they putting off for some kind of sweet, morbid bullshit, along with sugar and sugar cane. Those are toxins of poisons that fuck you up. They've been putting the shit in there because nobody, even third parties, weren't allowed to share it because they would censor it and strike it down. Yet everybody's talking about these things now, and I wonder if y'all really paying attention. I have 2 videos of them spraying shit in the rivers. One in Canada where they chased them out of there with the shotguns, even ran the goddamn royal, the Mountie cop, or whatever the fuck it got him up out of there. They hide in costumes all around. While the majority walk around afflicted, you still got idiots shooting each other, dumb Negroes, the worst, stupid Peckerwoods coming out of prison or getting off the biker gangs, doing dumb shit. You got these so-called Latino gang members who are just as stupid as fuck. All these individuals. And I'm not saying it to be mean or hostile. It's bad, poor fucking choices. And everybody says, but I got to eat. That nobody's eating. Because if everybody really wanted to eat, they'd be at a soup kitchen, at a goddamn pantry, putting shit, getting in that little $400 1-bedroom apartment with a bath and a kitchen in it, and sit your ass down and get your shit together working with other people. But that's not the case. There's a guy who was in New York. He was in a homeless shelter, and they wanted Puerto Rican, Vietnam vet, and they wanted to kick the brother out because he was tired of all the crack and the meth. And so these worthless ass look like they go to Methodist fucking AME African church, goofy ass wig wearing black goofy women. I saw plenty of them in New York. And I'm being very demeaning because they need to change their direction. They also work for Social Security and all other shit. And motherfuckers really trying to, put this guy out for doing the right thing. Liberal ideology. This is not a fucking democracy. It's not in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, or anywhere. That was created by them as well, if y'all would take the time to study it. But every time I turn around, I hear one of these intelligent paleskins, we gotta protect our democracy. What is wrong with these dumb motherfuckers? We make drones. That's the last one I'm gonna point out because I point out everything else. And what they do, they weaponize it so they can blow each other up and fuck with you and China and everybody like they're the great everything, and none of them are shit. This government, shit. You see the brother, right, who took the plastic and made petroleum. You know why? Because he said, wow, all this waste. Because a lot of y'all dumb, you're part of the problem too, throwing your straws and your soda water out the window and missing the garbage and just keep walking in the city streets. Pathetic. Like when you go to one of these Asian countries so they can lock your ass up and give you a couple of lashes with the cane for being so fucking stupid. But this government don't give a fuck. No, they want dumbass cops to go out there and harass people who are just sitting there minding their fucking business. His purpose was because, well, if it's made from petroleum, well, instead of letting it poison the earth and the PFAS, let's turn it back into and use it so that way it's gone. Turn it back into a fuel, diesel, gas, whatever the fuck, oil. And that's what the young brother did. The other brother, Army Ranger or whatever the fuck, he pulling water from the air. And somebody over in where Clarissa Sills is from, with the goofy bitch was Lori Lightfoot, I forget, Michigan. Well, anyway, some idiot, some Mossad, probably some goofy motherfucker or paid fuck went and sabotaged one of his big machines. You know, and yet, oh, it's all right for them in Palestine to use it to create water out of air. It's perfectly fine. Our tax, so-called tax money, I'm not a citizen, I shouldn't be paying tax in the first goddamn places, is going to fund all these wars. And these sorry bastards all around you, you can't make heads and tail out of it, can you? I have no respect for them. Never have, never will. Because they're stupid. Poor choice making motherfuckers. But look at y'all. Everybody has a voice. Everybody feels like they have something to say. There are times when you got to shut the fuck up. Let me talk about them. What is them? They're like you, but not like you. All I'm gonna say is poor choice making. By what we determine what is choices. You know, it's like when they say, I raised my child right. How many of y'all ever said that? You know what raise means? To tear fucking down. So you are absolutely correct. You raised your children, just like you raise your nieces and nephews. You raise your relationship, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. You raise your fucking self. The words have power? Obviously, they do, right? In order to speak positively, you need to be thinking clearly and positive. I appreciate the condolences, but no need. My brother is where he's supposed to be. And so many others, but it was never their time. By the definition of what you think time is, which is an illusion. But it's always in the moment of now. When he passed away in the heat, him laying up in that sweltering heat out in Slab City, he was always in the moment of that moment. There was no before and no after. Yeah, I know you always say, yeah, but he was alive and breathing before that. Stop being lucratively ignorant. There is only the moment right now. And what are you doing with that moment right now? Them. Stop giving them power. He, it, whatever. Not even my concern. I know some are thinking, oh, it's not your concern because you had a dream and you see everybody's faces right before you while you look at that ain't got one thing to do with anything. That was just me sharing a fucking reality that I have. I can't do shit about it. I attempt to when I drink. Last night I was drinking a couple of German beers and I fucking could do it. I don't like drinking. I like my German beer. I really don't like drinking. I get the fever where I got to see more or hopefully be able to change something. And I can't. Do I mope about it? Do I get all drawn in? No. I mean, I didn't have to mention it, but I did. There's so much hate in this world. It can't be allowed to exist. It can't be allowed to move on. And it's stupid hate. The hate isn't even real. I was watching a video of this guy, no weapons. And he's limping, and he's walking. He just wants to get away from the fighting. I guarantee you somebody that was conscripted made the fight that when he didn't want to. And I was watching this goofy ass American goofy fuck monkey flying. So they trained him, flying the drone, fly around this guy, and then hit him. The most beautiful thing I saw was in Spain, where this pro fighter started knocking out these IDF soldiers on retreat, on their R&R, just knocking their asses out. The most beautiful thing I ever seen. Slaying them. Bop, 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 bop. Just like James O'Keefe. Do I appreciate that? No. It sounds like it, right? I don't. All the way around, it's wrong on both sides. And it just creates more animosity, more anger, more, you name it. Now you have a new generation, exactly the way they planned it, who are ignorant to the 20-year war, who are ignorant to all the things prior to that. And all they know is in their young stupidity, before they even, their brains fully developed, got all the shots they gave. When they get out of the military, they'll fucking know. And if they stay in, they'll keep them alive long enough to function. But there was one group that said, not today. Did you see them? Them soldiers? It says they took an oath to the Constitution. They don't know nothing about all this other goofy shit. Oh yeah, old timers, active duty veterans who said this shit is some bullshit. That's what a veteran, that's a real patriot. And you're still gonna have the people that come here and run off, you know, because they all know everything. Y'all know everything. So maybe I'm wasting my time. With all this going on, I mean, look at Virginia. They got 100 young women missing. You know, for all you niggas in Virginia that come across this is what I got to say to you. You want to party on the weekend, drive your little 3-wheelers and this, that, and the other banging rank, when y'all motherfuckers should be walking together armed to the teeth saying, not today. But you know how it is. It's like that in every goddamn state. Of these so-called made-up ass states. I want to say it's confusing, but it really isn't. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Tired of that shit too. I'm about to quit that shit too. I was tired of all this dumb shit. Everything's poison. You know, let me shut y'all out. I gotta go get this wood and shit. I gotta make something to eat. Hey, Millennial. Hey, Charles. Hey, Mobile. What's going on? Shalom. Okay. No, it's just James Branch. Right. No, it's just James Branch. That's it. Yeah, that's my face on it. And that's it. I was watching this video of this, what do you call them? Not skull, nothing. Like a gecko. Anyway, I watched it give birth. And it's amazing that it comes out, starts out as a leaf or whatever the lands on, and it comes out already knowing what to do. That's supposed to be y'all as well. They literally have been poisoning every fucking thing. You know, I was taking my ass off because shit is pretty solid. I can't take my ass off today. That's new shit. Why not build up a military and an army strong enough to fight the strongest of our people? This is some pussy shit. And then on that side, they're like, yeah, that's pussy. And then they'll push we to fulfill and most of them are stupid to really see what the fuck's going on. But I'm not here to talk about them motherfuckers. If you don't see, you don't see. Whatever. Everybody's stroking their egos to fix themselves up like compared to something. Fucking shame. What a shame. Play stupid games, you don't want stupid prices, you want to appropriate price. Let her go pick up for my CD plywood, pick up my aluminum for the doors, aluminium, my sheet aluminum, my angle aluminum, my caulking, back garage, 2 different types, my fiberglass, some more fiberglass, my plastic putty knife. I already got the residents some fiberglass. I need to really get on this, build that thing up, and then go inside and do what I gotta do. Give me everything, fiberglass, sand, I have a few days to do that. So I'm living my mind right now is I'm building that. Cleaning up this shit. Getting the fuck off this poison land. I would have raised a family here, not now. something that comes back against it. It don't matter if it's slow or fast. It's going to happen. There's nowhere around it. No matter if it kills 2 billion, 18 billion. It don't matter how much you poison. It don't matter all the dumb shit they've done. That just means it's a little longer. You can't escape it. Some people like you believe they can conceal it. They can go on, they can go somewhere else and just back to war until somebody wins. They don't get the disconnect. The fact that they're stopping. Just like here. Tells you on my father's side, you didn't come from here. You didn't come from here. By the idea of what it means to come from somewhere else or from somewhere else, whatever it means. Anyway, Sunday, I know y'all got a lot to do. All right. I know there's so much going on Sunday. I don't want to take up y'all's time. I'm just angry as fuck, that's all. Not raging, much as normal, but just angry. So many people. It's like they're willingly tap dancing for their death. That's some crazy shit. Well, whatever the term that y'all use, excuse me. You know, I mean, I watched that little black man, young little Negro, getting chased by the police. And he's live. That's not the first one. And he's just driving like he's stupid. And after the tires going flat, you know, dang up a couple people's cars, put some property to another. I don't think it was about drugs. It further shows you that even though there's an uptake or incline, there's a decline still. I wonder what old head niggas around those individuals. This shit don't make sense, man. It don't make sense at all. But it makes perfectly good sense when you look at how everything is. Motherfuckers they want to eat, but they don't want to support. You know, you make it make fucking sense. People are bad choice, bad decision making motherfuckers, man. And I'm about ready to say fuck all this shit. Not my loss. The fuck you think you gonna come here and tell people who you gonna how they gonna identify some people, or how they gonna determine or accept what a motherfucker says? Bitches are crazy. They are on some goofy shit. While at the same time trying to tell you who the fuck you are. You just can't make this shit up. You know? Oh, I'm off, man. I gotta go pick up this wood and shit. I gotta make something to eat real quick. Go get this shit. All right, we'll see you guys here in a little bit. I might have something a little lighter to communicate about. This I'm just fucking done. I'm not confused or conflicted. I'm just fucking, I mean, motherfuckers gonna get what they want. I ain't nobody. And if y'all know what I was saying, you know exactly what it meant. I ain't nobody. gonna make something. Get the fuck out of here. So I get back and work on this. Get it up where I need it to be at. Then I gotta I'm breaking those things down today. Even if I just pull them over here and set them in the fucking dirt, spiders dropping at home, they're getting broken down. I gotta get all that shit out the back of my seat, my fucking truck, and figure out what is gonna be, what is, and what isn't. You can't drink any of your problems the way you can smoke any of your problems if you have them. Your problems are only as problematic as you allow them to be. Is there a right and a wrong? I always expect to make the appropriate choice that is befitting, not the one that has dire consequences. They don't give a fuck. They just want to kill everybody. And they're doing it. Yep. They're doing it. As slow as it is, they're doing it. And you better believe they're looking for a number. When it gets to that number, anyway, the sound went off. It should be good. Yeah, the sound should be good. Oh, what's up, bro? Can you hear me? It's probably, it is whatever it is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That means it's done. Who else is it, right? Like, why be bothered about what I'm saying? Unless you're fucking weak. Seems like it's fine. Oh, wow, really? That's crazy. Yeah. Well, would you expect anything less? Like I said, I ain't the fucking problem. They're their own problem. I'm not the problem. There's people talking all over about their goofy ass. And some comedians, and I'm talking about even much more worse. I'm just pointing out the simple facts. That's all. And besides that, when you get these motherfuckers, you know, Jews today is nothing no more than not just Zionism, but they're a mystic group of individuals. When I say mystic, I'm talking about they hide behind an identity so they can further carry out their perversions with dumb motherfuckers who don't know no better. That's all I'm saying. And then the ones who do support them, you better believe they either have them maroon or red shoes, and they partake in a whole lot of shit that millions of dollars can afford. You know, I figured y'all to figure that out by now. I mean, look at the dumb bitch Lady Gaga. Look at how that motherfucker. Oh my goodness, that motherfucker. Oh, she just went all off the deep end. Let me see, and let me get out of here because yeah. I don't like talking about them one fucking bit. I don't like talking about a lot of this shit. Well, they really fix it up to take pictures, don't they? Come on. She done gave in, y'all. Yep, she has been persuaded and has partaken in all the vile bullshit. So when you look at Lady Gaga with the Satanic Ritual, the Coachella 2025, and y'all even pay attention to that? Did y'all see it for what it is? Now, I'm not hamming on this. I'm just pointing out shit that most people don't want to look at, all right? I know it's dark, and I know the lighting shit, and the camera on the phone. As long as they can see it and hear you, that's all that matters, right? Well, anyway, y'all can pull it all up. And there's so many more. And you wonder, like, what kind of America is that? How do you get a so-called free country to be enslaved with the most vile, stupidest shit I've ever seen? You create more pain and suffering, more chaos, war, 20 years. And then you unloose the hounds of stupidity. These motherfuckers think they can do anything. Like, my dream is going to stop the fact that I'm looking down at all these dumb motherfuckers' faces. I'm telling you, I can't even count the numbers. How long? Because there's no time. Of all these motherfuckers' faces, man. And they all ain't the same, bro. It's like there's different shit. Motherfuckers this tall, motherfuckers this tall, motherfuckers this. It's just droves moving along, and it's like it's dark, but you can see it. It's and then man, it's fucking heavy. And then just walking fucking like this, looking up at me, and I'm looking down at them like, well, there's no feeling of thought. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm looking down at these motherfuckers. All of you. Well, who's there? And they got on all kind of different kind of shit. It's like a fucking, it's not what you've been told. It's, I don't want to see it no more. That's all I'm going to say to that. I didn't create it. I didn't go to sleep one day or one night some time ago and say, I want to see this. I was in a dream. We was in a lot, so-called people making Molotov cocktail, all kind of weird shit. Next thing you know, I'm over standing up or whatever the fuck I'm doing. And I'm humongous and I'm looking down. Now, where they going, I won't say. But it ain't good. So I guess some people have got it in their head. They got this notion. They're just going to enjoy and have fun and do what they want. Do as thou wilt. Not the answer. They made you all soft targets. They made you all soft targets. You know, when I'm having a conversation, this was it. When I'm having a conversation with somebody who I've known for a long time, and they always attempting to sound like they're the smartest motherfucking kid on the block, and they talk as if they got it locked down and intellectually, intelligently, and it's all fucking garbage. To me, it sounds like Charlie Brown, wah wah, with the adults, wah 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 wah. Even when I read it, it's like wah, because it ain't the truth. They're like masking or covering up or hiding something. This is wah 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 wah, literally. You know? Anyway, let me go and get this stuff, pick it up, and get my ass back so I can get to fucking work. And we'll be live, and y'all get to see me hopefully not fall through the top of that bitch. Paint the last little piece, get the side, get the what you call it in there, get that covered, jig cutter off, get that platform right, start framing it, literally be out there most time framing it, getting the wood cut, jigging off the pieces that need to be cut on the bottom, start getting the fiberglass when I get it lined up. I really should bring that ladder out here so I can tee it up against it and do it, and get this motherfucker water strong. And then I can worry about, when I get down there, worry about fitting it with windows, getting the inside, all the insulation and everything else in, which I can then start to afford sparingly. Look, I can't apologize for coming on, expressing an emotion, I guess you can call it, based on a feeling or the presumption of a feeling, whatever the fuck. Because I am so tired of everyone making bad choices, not being supportive of one another. You know, you got the motherfuckers that go and they come back, go and they come back, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know. What was that? No, it's been interrupting like you have been talking through a fan. Is it better now? I do not see most so-called celebs because I do not like the scrap rank. We're going to Biden's. Anyway, get the fuck off of here. Go get this shit. And I'll see y'all in a little bit, man. And I'm not tore up because my boy's gone. I was angry. I was pissed off. I'll miss him. But not like what you think. Man, they would chat and we have a good old conversation, man. He knew who he was. Always knew he was autochthonous. Always knew it. Good dude. Real good, bro. Somebody who I'd always be in this corner. Well worth it. You know? But things happen for a reason, sadly. And as long as he stayed his route, he's all right. Not pulled into the gulf, pulled into the illusion of things to come return as if they missed something, as if they found a way back. That's hypothetical. Matter of fact, I've been writing a story kind of like that. For those who don't know. All right. What was this here?
Yeah, y'all get out. Now we can all get down.
Hold on. Shite.
Around with that shit. So there's two options. But this is cowboy country. We don't around with that shit. So there's two options here. Yeah, y'all get out. Now we can all get down. What's up? We're not getting down. I think. Okay, then get the on my property. But this is cowboy country. We don't around with that shit. So there's two options here. Yeah, y'all get out. Now we can all get down. What's up? We're not getting down. I think. Okay, then get the on my property. But this is cowboy country. We don't around with that shit. So there's two options here. Yeah, y'all get out. Now we can all get down. What's up? We're not getting down. I think. Okay, then get the on my property. But this is cowboy country. We don't around with that shit. So there's two options here. Yeah, y'all get out. Now we can all get down. What's up? We're not getting down. I think. Okay, then get the on my property. But this is cowboy country. We don't around with that shit. So there's two options here.
Fucking A. Appreciate y'all. Go get all this supplies so we can build this motherfucker up and see what comes out of it. See y'all here shortly.